your flight, that'd be great. We had the little signs that come say you could see the volcano on the left side of the plane, and we were on the right side. That's right. That was a tease. I'd love to see that.
From Houston to San Francisco, and that way the pilot said, and United had free headphones. They let you have free headphones. And he said, if you want to hear the cockpit discussion, turn to channel 9.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure you could hear all their talk on the radio. It was a real rough flight, and all these planes are talking to each other, saying, what elevation are you? How's your pattern? You know, how's your flight? Okay, here it's really bad at 28,000. Don't go there.
Interesting.
Very.
Here, whoops.
Let's do that for Yeah.
What do you mean you forgot to fuel up the plane?
When we flew into Texas one time, they have a double airport, you know, in Dallas and Fort Worth. And we flew the time of landing, it was exactly the same time, doing the same thing, and the pilot came in. Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
No.
One of the pilots there, I think,
Well, I was flying from St. Louis to Salt Lake one time, and the pilot came on and said, "We're going to need to make a little stop in Denver here. We seem to be losing hydraulic fluid, but don't worry, we have 2 hydraulic systems and a backup." So we came down in Denver, and they had the whole run strip lit up with these red flashing lights and emergency vehicles. And so you have very interesting conversations, by the way, on the way down. You know, the lady next to me, I was supposed to take care of her child if she didn't survive, and you know, I mean, it was pretty intense there. And so anyway, we land and we touch down, and everybody cheers, and we get to the end of the runway, and he stops, and you know, there's just dead silence for about 2 minutes, and finally the pilot comes on and said, "We will wait. There'll be another short delay. We have to be towed in from here. We don't seem to have enough hydraulic fluid to steer the plane in." And we're like, "Whoa, hold it. What happened to the 2 hydraulic systems and the backup?"
My best ever, though, was I was flying Southwest Airlines into Birmingham. And it was about 11 o'clock at night. Just getting ready. And this was back when you could smoke on planes. Flight attendant gets on the mic to say, you know, we're starting our descent into the Birmingham area. Put your tray tables and seat backs in their upright and locked position. And she sang it to Beverly Hillbillies. The captain has turned on the no smoking sign, indicating the beginning of our decline.
Oh, wow.
The whole thing.
we had
Southwest gets them. I don't know where they get their employees, but they're a fun group.
We had one flight in which, what was it she said? She said, we're looking for some volunteers to help us clean out the cockpit, or clean out the cabin.
It wasn't outside, it was sitting by that
chair
by where they had the snacks, and we didn't think it needed to stay there.
Is it all wet?
It's a little damp.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in it, but
I don't know either.
And put it up on the table instead of on the floor so the bugs don't get it.
we had an XO one time. We used to fly a lot, and I finally got one stewardess to get on the mic and stuff.
Burl, give us an introduction, please. What are we looking at?
Good morning. It is Sunday morning, the 6th today, and we are looking at the Pacific Ocean. It's almost sunrise, about 6:40. Already people out swimming this morning. Not us, but it's Sunday, so we're not swimming today. But we get close. Kurt was just saying how he enjoyed the night listening to the waves in his room. Pretty gorgeous.
Huh? Well, you should have come over to the other place. I've been reading the enzymes since about 5. I left the light on in case anybody could see. Farther than I want to swim.
Yeah, it's
If you had a sailboat. Yeah, canoe thing would do it.
Huh?
Canoe thing would do it.
The problem with the boat, I would think very deep. It's not deep. Well, more like a foot. Most of them are 18 inches. Which one? They're happy.
There's the house that we're staying at, and then there's a white house behind that, and another white house behind that. This is the neighbors.
Good morning. We're changing our image. From here on out, it's
Yeah.
full of mosquitoes. It's oh yeah, tan.
Near the ocean or the? Yeah, a little bit. A little more road noise. Yeah. Till 2? Which is, what you found? About 9 your time? That's what I did.
Makes you look older. Mine's been tanned all this time. He looked like one of Grandpa's old saddles.
All leathery and twisted and wrinkled with leather.
Well, we walk up this way. That way doesn't go very far. Well, this way goes
How did you guys get out without me seeing you?
This goes
What,
left.
were you spying on it? You gotta open the door so I know somebody's up.
Oh.
That just feels good. I
Like,
like it.
oh, his car had died on it. I was pushing it into the auto shop because I couldn't drive in.
You're on for different, huh?
Oh no. Lori, tell us what kind of hole we're looking at here.
I don't know, there's another one there. I don't know what kind of one it is.
Well, some kind of critter here, and they're all over the place.
Dory looks like a northern, it's like a flicker, almost a woodpecker. Drag over there. That's a pretty cool log.
Yeah.
Want us to take one of you, Marlo? I'll take one of you.
I'm fine, thanks.
Great.
We were pitching it on. I feel like you're right.
Oh, somebody put their leg on it. Get on, Joe. A little on the west side. just yesterday came at me. Oh, nobody. Oh. See? That one was bigger.
Go backwards.
Or sideways.
Isn't that cool? So
Dancing.
gamey.
Sebastian, you found it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bigfoot.
No crab in that hole, but it might be deeper than that. The holes in this driftwood. What a rough life. Hey Lori, here's your crab.
Did you
Oh,
come
we got
back?
all the way up here?
Hey, what do you got?
Yeah.
Can you pick them up?
Oh, probably.
Oh no. Almost ran through here.
He only has. This is really odd.
Yeah. Well, usually I don't pick them up.
Right-handed. No eyes. About that one.
Lori.
Nice.
Side.
Ooh. Let me down, let me down.
Sea spiders.
Backwards.
There's your sunrise.
There you go. That's cool. You want to get in it, bro? Yeah. There's the idea.
You're perfect. No, that was funny.
Cool. Thank you.
I didn't want it.
Okay, it is east.
Yeah. I guess so.
Well, no, that's not east. East would be more this direction because the time of year.
It'll come.
It's a
Yeah.
different angle.
So it's a little bit further
Further south.
south than it would be. However, you're also closer to the equator, so
I don't think it's going to make a whole lot. I think that's pretty close. Pretty much easy.
here's a question for you. Out of all 50 states, which are the states that are furthest north, east, south, and west?
Hawaii is the furthest west. Northeast.
North would be
Maine.
Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, northwest would be Alaska.
Northeast
Well,
would be
just
Maine.
straight north, south, east, and west.
Oh.
Which
Oh,
states in
Oh,
each category?
okay.
East would probably be Maine. And south
Florida?
would be either Texas or Florida. I don't know which one goes down south further.
Well, good. You got 3 out of 4. Furthest north is Alaska.
Yeah.
Furthest east is Alaska. It actually crosses the international date line. Okay.
Alaska is more than Hawaii?
Yes, it goes all the. It crosses
Oh.
the.
Or west.
It is east. Yes, it is
East.
west, and it is also east because it crosses the international date line. So it's actually the furthest east point of the United States.
Oh.
It's the first that's actually that direction. Hawaii is the furthest south.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. We should have known that.
Okay, I can't point this directly at the sun. I don't
No,
think that
don't.
would be good, but I'm going to see if I can't catch some of the ripple on the water there. That's pretty fun. lots of signs of wear and tear on that seawall. And that's a lot higher than the rest of the beach that's right here. Either from high tide or storms or something.
I mean, they're just dumb. It's just those old batteries.
Yeah.
Anyway, I shouldn't say one charge, but you
Yeah.
know, each time you charge them, no, we didn't even need a year out.
Really?
Each time you charge them, it loses something.
Yeah.
Each time it dies. So Marla went on Consumer Reports and said, I don't think we should buy one like that.
Yeah.
I think we should buy a digital one to put on the computer. So now we can go home and make everybody a
Yeah.
CD copy you can play on your DVD. Boom. So in 2 weeks you could have.
So did Mom help you with it, or do you
Oh
want me to
yeah,
help you?
no, she did. She paid for the whole thing.
'Cause I'll be more than glad to.
So thanks. Well, if you want help Mom, but I don't think she needs any help. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel bad spending her money, but if I do it in a good way, I think that's a good thing.
You spend it for everybody. I don't think she really feels like it's really her money. She has a real tough time, and maybe she's talked to you about it, about how to help us enjoy the money without
corrupting us.
Yeah,
In a sense.
and without, and I don't think we could be. I mean, we could probably, if we had 100 million pieces, we could probably change our ways. But
No, we wouldn't. We still love each other and play a lot together.
well, yeah, I think we would too. But I think we'd have some.
Well,
I don't know
it's-
why.
yeah, it's-
But I think she's
That much money
she's
is
a little
pretty
bit
scary.
worried about that. I don't know. But she wants to give everybody a little bit, and she
Well, I know she feels a responsibility.
doesn't know how to do it. And I think a camera. I think this was an excellent idea.
Well, and like Lance said, I still have kids that are young. We've missed a lot of Serena's childhood because our camp park hasn't come.
Right.
But so can is too. I mean, some of that stuff is just irreplaceable without it. I tried to get Joan to buy one because she's going to have a grandbaby. I mean, but now they can, use this one down in Provo when she comes out to baby Sharon, and they'll still have a copy of it. So it's like, look, we'll have baby grandma's
Yeah.
guardian.
Sharon's pregnant.
Yeah.
When did she?
Hey,
Oh wow.
yeah, right away.
Wow.
Amanda, I don't know when Amanda's
Amanda's
due,
due
too.
too.
Amanda's
Fairly
due
soon, what I understood.
It's coming up pretty quick.
And this also does still shots, so any of the things that you like on your camera, of the video,
Oh, really?
say, would you take a still shot of that one for us?
Yeah.
Print it out? So, yeah.
Well, I think church at 9 is going to be fine since we're all up at 5.
Well, when her time zone is
Yeah,
so
exactly.
different, I mean, I got up at 2 o'clock. Go back to bed.
Yeah.
Came down and read for about 45 minutes, and then went back to bed.
I woke up and it was about 4:20 and I thought, I don't want to go back to bed. This is the normal time. I get up at 4:30 and I'm home.
Come over and see if there's a light on in that kitchen. It's underground. That's what I
I
did
got
for
up
you,
and
and
took a
everything was
shower
locked.
and then I went back to bed and I just laid there for
Oh.
about an hour and then Joanna got up and then she went back to bed and I spoke to her and she wouldn't even say hello. So I said, well, I'm going to go down and make some breakfast. Ready to get me.
Well, sometimes if you're really tired and somebody tries to talk to you, then you can't go back to sleep. I do that with Marlo. She's like,
Yeah.
just go. I can go back to sleep if you don't talk to me and make me think.
As long as Heather doesn't start talking. Plenty of
But I got half the enzyme read this morning.
one of us being bishop a
Good
day?
idea. Good idea. I'll do mine today. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, we'll right on down the line, but you're welcome to do it.
That's fine.
I was just being funny. I wanted to see your reaction. You just
I don't
roll
care.
with it.
I don't care. I don't feel like I need to do it. But yet, I don't want to every day say, well, who's going to be bishop today? Or who's going to, do we have Dean just calling someone to say the prayer and it's a different day, person every day? Really do it?
I think it's fun to have a different bishop every day.
Keep your turn.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
We'll talk tomorrow. He's our priesthood. I'm not a bishop. I'm just great.
Just in charge.
Just
You're not
leadership.
bishop.
Oh, I can be in charge. I don't like it.
Well,
She's well practiced at that one.
Yeah, I don't know which my work is so well practiced.
Joanne and I both kind of shrug away from that. Yeah, we got one over here too. But see, he's going down.
Yeah, we got the sunrise. It was very pretty. Here. Oh, it's just a awesome periwinkle.
So 27 years? 27 and a half.
It was 77 when I came over. Came over in September. Did you?
Before we
Another
left.
crab right
So
down
it'll be
there by that
28
pile of
September,
sand.
so it's
Just
27
buried
and a
it.
half.
Yep. Almost 28 years.
Oh.
Some was familiar, some was not very familiar.
We were here 5 years ago.
Well, he's a
Just
different
trying
kind
to
of
get
now.
out here.
Good morning, how are
We
you?
were here 10 years.
Cold weather.
I saw you much better, thank you.
Digging. Well, you are exactly the same.
Well, crab.
It wasn't
crabs
us.
are digging.
So that's what makes those big holes?
Yeah. This one here, you ought to dig into that one. He's probably a big one.
Yeah, but they look mean.
Nah, they're not mean. They
dander up. Yeah, but look how big his paws are. He could give you a good pinch.
What's he gonna do? Nibble your bum?
He might. Woo! Where you going? You're surrounded, dude. Keep backing up. Hey, grab him.
Man, where did you get this pretty pearl?
I have had a long
He pulls his eyes in when the eyes come out. They're about what, almost an inch, a good over a half inch anyway out there. But he won't expose his eyes when I'm holding him.
But they're still on the surface, so you can still see, right?
I don't know, I guess.
And we put
Probably, but it's amazing.
The best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Stick his eyes out of the sound and keep an eye on the world.
Yeah.
Just
Comes the eyes up.
really close. We put down carpet. we put
One eye.
vinyl down,
One eye
we have
even.
the cabinets. We bought unfinished cabinets, so we finished those.
Turning
We
around.
did a new roof. The inside looking really good, but the outside still needs. Yeah.
His eyes
Carlos
are
gonna buy it.
really sticking up.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll have not had to go through the lawyer probate thing if she set it up. She didn't have it set up the first time.
Oh, she never did?
Then she built it up again after he died, after she lost everything the first time.
And she
went
set
and
it
did
up
all
right the
herself.
second
She
time.
was like 5'1". I mean, just
So why didn't your husband have it set up that it was meant for trust or something?
I don't know. We're not always as bright as we wish we were.
Oh,
Yeah, see? We know. If we haven't learned any lessons,
I'm surprised.
we're dumber than we look.
I'm surprised they don't have a lot of gents for that.
Oh, there, exactly.
Come join our log party.
Have you already been in?
Say, you ready?
Well, up to my, as far as I can go for Sunday.
Oh, that!
So tell us exactly where that is.
Take your choice. Well, her hair's wet. That's why I asked.
It's between her and him. So.
There you go. That's a good one. Figured that was a safe answer for Sunday morning.
You've never seen Sunday baptisms then. They're fun. Sunday baptisms on Sunday
Oh, yeah.
Lucky Beach.
How fun.
Wet too. Well, that was wet.
So you were up bright and early, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were not
About 5 o'clock.
I took a shower at 4:30.
You hear people partying this morning?
Oh, yeah, my goodness.
You know
What
what I
time
mean?
was it when that guy took
Your
off?
body clock.
Rush.
What
was that? Screaming. I don't know.
that.
Little truck. They were having a great time over there. But earplugs. Oh, I wasn't.
You had earplugs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't you bring earplugs?
Oh, yeah. I brought earplugs, but I was so tired I didn't even hear if he'd snort or I snort. Sometimes I'll go,
I wonder who was snoring.
One time when I was really sick and we went to the boat with Grandma, Dad, Mom, they were all snoring. Dad was one. Grandma was one. My mother was one.
Oh, good amazing.
And I got everything I could and started throwing out at them when we were on the boat. And I could not sleep the whole night.
Oh. He said, I said, don't just end up editing it anyway. We'll just
Good.
use the whole thing.
That's right.
You don't have to take
So,
everything,
so those people that are not cooperating with me, I get to have all their embarrassing parts on the movie.
Yeah, go for it.
We're not afraid of the camera, Rich. You're as cute as you can be anyway. I'm going in.
Now there's two liars. You were admonishing me not to lie down there.
I wasn't making you lie. I just identified it. Sherry, not Sherry. Sometimes it comes down to something you don't feel okay with Sherry, but sometimes it goes with not in a bad way.
Now from our beach house, there behind it is a nice little mountain which just sits there and looks so appealing and so pretty. But a bunch of us think we just have to go up there and see if we can't climb to the top and see what kind of view it gives us up there. So we're on our way, heading up towards that mountain. We'll see exactly who comes with us. This is probably what we'll do. We'll probably end up somewhere starting over here somewhere. That's what we're thinking. We don't know exactly how to get on it. And then head up like that, up to the top of that mountain. So if there's some video clips along the way of places that we go and things that we see, that you'll be able to keep track of what we're doing here. So there we go. That's where we're headed. And it should be an interesting hike. We're planning on having lots of fun. So here we go, on our way up.
Just peer up at the height over there.
How?
Oh, you're facing the wrong way. Okay, what's behind you there?
How?
Okay, that's the mountain peak we're headed to. Burl, show us around here.
Okay, you got the golf course out here.
Mm-hmm.
What did they call that one?
Blue Diamond? Blue Stone.
Blue Stone. Blue Stone.
Blue Stone.
Country Club.
Uh-huh.
And on around here, this is our circle.
Uh-huh.
The beachfront properties. I think we can see ours right.
Oh yeah,
Flat roof right there.
Brown.
Brown flat
brown.
roof
See if I can zoom in here.
on the beach. Flat roof in Hawaii is not wise.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
think so, but
to me the whole place looks added onto too. I think someone said, gee, if I build a few other walls, I can add $2 million to my value here.
yeah, perhaps
It's-
so.
I'm going to get a head start on it.
All right.
All right.
So there is our complex, even though you can only see part of it. 3 houses all tightly snugged together there, which is just fine for our purposes. And going out further, you see the wonderful look of the water. Those intriguing mountains out in the middle of the water that we'll probably have to go visit sometime just because they
And you got the surf.
look
out
so
there.
appealing for us. And you go out further and you can see some of that surf breaking, and we'll be out there soon enough to see what things look like there. So there you go. That's what it looks like from here. This is what it looks
There's-
like headed
There's
upward.
Rendell on up there ahead.
There's Rendell just disappearing out around the corner. So we probably better put the camera away and get busy, but it sure is pretty up here. Glad I forgot my hat.
Well, we've made it to the top. We're on top of a couple military bunkers, maybe training, maybe defense purposes for the shoreline originally. But they're right at the top of the peak, and you can see on out. Trail continues to follow on over. But behind you, you get quite the view of the eastern coast there.
Okay, this is what it looks like. We're directly above our house that we're staying at. There's the same 2 rocks we showed before. And the beach line. It's a beautiful day today, so there's a lot of people everywhere you go. The other part that I find very amazing here is when you come and see how sheer the drop is off below us. I mean, I don't think it'd be hard at all to toss a rock from that other peak over there and have it land in somebody's house. And you wouldn't have to throw it very far because it's only maybe 100 yards out after you've climbed up several hundred yards of mountaintop there. Now, if I can, I'm going to try to find where our little place is down on the beach. Zoom in a little bit here and you can kind of see what it looks like down there. Houses were a lot more packed together. The rumor is that the place we're staying is being sold for $6 to $7 million, and we're paying $8,000 per month for it. If you watch this video several decades later, you'll probably say, man, that's cheap. I thought they'd sell for a lot more than that. But in this year, 2005, that's an awfully lot of money. Twin houses in Salt Lake are going between $100 and $200 for basic houses, and of course a lot more for fancier ones. But anyway, we've probably come too far down the coast for me to still find our house where we're staying at from up here, but it still gives you an idea what everything looks like. A lot of people out in the water, having a lot of fun, enjoying that beautiful beach. There, I'm going to zoom back in again, show you the view all the way around from here, because it is spectacular. A little bit of wind up here, just enough to be nice. Beautiful valley over here. There's a lake there. I don't know what it is, but then you can see all the way over to some freeways clear over there, and that takes you all the way around. And here is Rendell and Pearl headed back up again. Just the three of us are up here. There's, as far as from our group, there's some other people that are coming and going from time to time. That's kind of how it looks like from here. So, come take a look. It's beautiful here in Hawaii. Hi, this is Marlo again. And I already recorded what's happening from up here, but you know, it's just so interesting to look from here. I thought I would let you look at a few more places just from the top of this, just for the fun of enjoying more of the view that we have from the top of the mountain. There's some other views down close. Now as I zoom in a little bit, we enjoy more of what we can see from up here. And where you look, you can see kids out playing in the yard. Kids on their bicycle.
Prices are going to start going back down, and it's not going to be where $150,000 condo houses, 75 or 80, and you're going to be like, man.
These interesting round buildings here, I assume that they're, in fact, I think I remember seeing some houses on top that look like that. They're trying to take advantage of the full around view. Nice place for a nice gathering type of place. Zoom in a little bit out here on the water. Some people doing maybe some fishing or just playing on the water. People in kayaks. There's a lot of kayaks here. I'd like to do some kayaks, go out to those islands that are near us. More pleasure vehicles. Having fun on the water. We'll come back later on and figure out that's actually part of our group down there. Walking along the beach or something, but can't tell that from here. But you can see our complex where we're staying from here.
I'm not an expert on it, but I do know.
That's as close as we can get in on some of those people there. Great big golf course is up here. Actually, that looks like solar panels on the roof, maybe hot water heater types of things, which would definitely make sense.
years it's gone.
And over here more. Sorry it's so jerky. This is the golf course. It's a lot of real estate there. It'd be worth a lot of money if people were allowed to build upon it. I'm sure they're making lots of money as it is down there. Van is parked near the end, so we hope nobody gets a golf ball in our windshield by the time that we get back. We have seen up here on the mountain, we have seen a lot of cactus, like right here. Originally I thought the cactus was only on the windward side of the canyon, or of the mountains, but it looks like this is some actually on this side as well. If I were to try to explain that, it would be that the rain here, when it rains a lot, but it may be a while between times that it rains and the water runs off quickly. There are a lot of helicopters. Helicopter going overhead right now. Some other tours taking place. Big nice green area over there. Looks like a school or something to have a big playing area like that somewhere. Here on the mountain you see a man, looks like a man and his daughter coming up. Looks like she's pretty young. Climbing up this canyon, which shows it's really not that bad of a climb. Come up to the top of this. Took us probably about a half hour to come to the top of the trail. And that's coming along at a pretty good clip. But if you were to slow it down to an hour or something, then it should be actually a fairly pleasant climb for whoever else might like to go up later on. So there we go. Oh, one other thing to show you here. If you look carefully way out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a mite.
Go way out there.
It's kind of like a gamble at this point in time, because if you watch the trend.
There's a sailboat. I don't know if you can see it very well or not, but
you're right at the tail
out
end,
there,
right? It's like all these people that say,
somewhere there's a little sailboat.
I want to get into real estate. By the time they get into it,
See if we can find it.
it's already gone. You know what I mean? Like they get their license and they get moving.
So I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but anyway, it's beautiful from up here.
Well, the thing is with that is
Well, yeah. The problem is this.
Reference as to who we skip, Brindle?
The problem is this, and that is sometimes you say things that's really funny, and then I can't say, "Whoops, stop!" You know, go back and replay that, because you kind of got to catch it ahead of time. And so, don't worry. Most of it's might be what we want, but some of it's going to. So, Betty, why don't you give us an introduction? What's the day, and what are we doing here?
Betty's good at this. You watch. She did this at the airport.
Today is Sunday, March the 6th,
Uh-huh.
and we are sitting on the beach watching the waves come in.
Ah, and having a good time, just relaxing, enjoying the company, huh? Oh, skip. Okay.
But you got it wrong. It's hop, skip,
Jump.
Hop, skip.
Jump.
Steve, what do you have to say? You haven't been able to say as much.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you have to say?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
No,
Can-
face this way.
What are you doing here?
Can you reduce that to 54 syllables, please?
Hey, Joan, you remember that guy in our ward in Ponca City? His name was Skip Jump.
Yes.
Real, huh?
His middle name was Hop. There was never a Hop in the family. Skip Jump.
Middle name should have been Inna.
Skipped and a jump.
Uh-huh. Guess they could have.
Thank you, thank you.
That one is the second color.
Skipping and jumping.
Do you want it?
It was nice weather. Yeah.
Did you get too hot, Rendell?
Nope.
I did.
I did. I gotta go dip my feet.
Can I go with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
How long are your feet?
Where do your feet stop and your legs begin, huh?
Well, it depends on
What
where
bone's
you
connected
put your
to
feet.
the...
We just
Sit down and get
Yeah,
your
you
feet
go
wet.
1 foot high if you
we
sit
we
down.
just settled this on the way down the mountain. Rendell told us of a conference talk that says that, you know, it depends on what else you'd be doing and your attitude doing with it, so we decided we're just fine.
Dallin Oaks.
Especially if all of us
go, it's like a family bonding experience. So
That's right. Let's go bond in the water, okay?
Go bond.
Yeah. Thanks, Bishop. We'll
Dallin Oaks.
take your advice.
Dallin Oaks gave a talk at BYU where at some priesthood leadership session, he said, you shouldn't focus on the activity, you should focus on the reason for the activity. And an example he gave is he said, driving a car can be a perfectly good thing to do on Sunday or a wrong thing to do on Sunday. If you're driving to church or home teaching or visiting or helping, it's good. If you're out dragging Maine, it's bad. And he gave about 4 examples of activities that could be really good to do or really bad to do on Sunday, depending on why you were doing it.
And what else you could be doing otherwise.
And
Like
the
none
other
of us
thing
can
is
do
what
home
else you
teaching
could
from
be
here
doing.
anyway, so don't worry about it.
Marvin J. Ashton at a leadership conference was telling us about the time that he went on the state conference. I think it was in Washington State, and visited his niece there. And Sunday after conference, he took her out to eat. You know, and everybody on Sunday, you know, general authority doing that. You know, he kind of laughed and he said, "Well, what's more important, my niece or the Sabbath day?"
He had
That
corn,
was-
I bet, too,
that
right?
was
He
the
ordered
only
some
time
corn.
He could see his niece.
Here I am, just about ready to apostatize. Don't you think we ought to go enjoy some water together? What's more important?
Save your soul.
Well, so let's ask the question. What could you be doing to observe the Sabbath day more than that activity?
Right now, we're doing
If you're sitting inside giggling, is it any different than sitting out there with your knees in water giggling?
I think so.
I don't either.
So, does it just a problem for the attire that we have on while we're doing it? 'Cause
No. I
we're
think
just sitting out there enjoying the waves in our swimming suits, talking and visiting.
if you were home
Are we resting?
and you hadn't done your home teaching and you were deciding to go to the beach, you probably ought to do your home teaching instead. But it's a little hard to do your home
take 'em to the
teaching
beach
from here.
You can do your home teaching from here, but it's awfully expensive for those tickets to get them to come join you.
Yeah. Send him a postcard, then you're done.
That's
So
right.
while there's some of you I worry about might stretch the limits, I think Grandma could go do anything in the water she wants and she'd be okay.
Oh, she's got wet hands.
You can't go right
me
now.
to hold
Just
her
got
up.
my toenails done, so I'm ready. Pretty quick. They're about dry.
Okay. We are now at Sandy Beach. And I don't know if you were able to see that or not. But this is Laura, and I think that's Dina out there with her, trying to handle the waves here.
Looks like fall.
I think that's Lori way out there, but it's a little hard to tell. Lance is out on the beach now.
There goes Burrow running out.
Sit on the shoreline. Those of you who are unfamiliar with the beach, waves over here are very dangerous. The drink is very shallow water and we have a high rate of neck and back injuries. The days of the fall, these are the days that we get a lot of injuries. There's a lot of loose velocity inside hitting the beach or footing. Once again, if you're not familiar with this place, don't go in the water. Very dangerous surface, it's very strong current. You get a lot of neck and back injuries. There are much safer beaches up the road. You go up to the car, I can let you know where they are.
Hi, we are now going to Manoa Falls. It's outside of Honolulu. You go off University Avenue and then up to Manoa, and it's a 0.8 hike, 0.8 miles, 0.8 mile hike that we'll be doing, and we'll catch you up at the top.
Oh yeah.
What? You should just have Neil. She's there.
And there's the nice people who gave us the bug spray because we didn't know we needed it and wouldn't take money for it. They said, that's the way it is here in Hawaii. Cool, huh?
You know what though? We could call and have them go get briquettes and get them started.
Rendell would.
Rendell and Richard.
They need something.
They need something to do anyway.
Who has the phone?
And tell them to
I
get the
have one.
onion
What's the
ring.
phone number? I don't know if you can get through here. Do you have that paper?
You know what? We're headed up Manoa Falls, and it's absolutely glorious.
Yeah, look at that. It's
Glorious.
beautiful. I need to switch from my phone to my computer.
Look at this lush green. So green up here, they don't warn you about falling rock, they warn you about falling branches. No wonder it's so green. Even the brown of the trees is covered up by vines. Notice that you could play Tarzan here with all the vines hanging down.
Tree!
Fun.
Marlo, you could be in this one, the still picture.
All right, Dean, poke your head up so I'm not seeing your hat.
Oh,
All right.
that's Dean, not you. Oh, Dean.
Dean's,
I just don't want you to see all this beautiful
All
hair.
right, ready?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh, hey.
This is in case you ever wondered what was behind all those great pictures of Burl shooting.
Yeah, exactly.
I forget.
Smile, Laureen. We're on Gabby's camera.
We're what? Oh.
We're in Hawaii.